Hey everybody, so I have some really interesting news to share with you today, and we might have found out that a Raptor fighter is coming from Chevrolet. We're not totally sure yet though, and I'll get to exactly how we found out in a second, but first, let me just give you a little bit of context so you fully understand this thing. Now, over a year ago, Roman here was invited to drive the Colorado ZH2. Now, the Colorado ZH2 was a fuel cell, hydrogen fuel cell powered concept which GM's defense division essentially developed so the US military could test the hydrogen technology. They wanted to know if fuel cells would work for them. So GM Defense made this truck, the Colorado ZH2. Now, in October of this year, October 2018, GM Defense LLC became its own company. Once again, it used to be its own company, then it was folded back into GM, and now it's its own standalone company once again. And here's where things get interesting. Over here on the GM Defense LLC homepage, there's a video running up here at the top of the screen. So I stumbled on this website, we found this video, and I said, what truck is that? So if you scroll down, you see this video is actually embedded here. It's called Chevrolet Silverado ZH2, not Colorado. So this is the first time I'd ever heard of it. Of course, watch the video. And in this video, we see a Silverado which has been given the ZH2 treatment, which means it has a hydrogen fuel cell powertrain, and it has a totally unique look to it, a whole different front end on it, a different grille, different bumpers. Everything has been changed on this truck. So the real question now becomes, what on this ZH2 could be production, and what has just been built for this concept or maybe project truck? I don't even know exactly what to call this thing yet. So first of all, the front end, it gets that totally unique front end, and this does look a little bit like the teasers we've seen for the new Chevy HDs. So some of the styling here, we could definitely be looking at the next generation of Chevy's HDs. Now, another interesting thing to note are the mirrors. These are definitely towing mirrors, but they're only single post towing mirrors, not the double post that GM trucks use now. And those definitely look like they're going to be next gen towing mirrors from GM, probably on the Silverado half-ton and heavy duty. And then probably the coolest bit of info of all is that this ZH2 also uses those Multimatic DSSV shocks that are found on the smaller Colorado ZR2. Now, so far, we have never seen these shocks on a Silverado, so just the fact that they're on there, even though this is a special build truck, just the fact those shocks are on there suggests that Chevy could be prepping a Silverado with those DSSV shocks, which would be epic, and I honestly think it would take this Silverado up to the level of the Raptor. And the tricky thing is, we don't even know if this truck is a half-ton or a heavy-duty. Now, the frame is described as heavy-duty in the video, but that doesn't mean it's an HD. So if it's a 1500, it would be a Raptor fighter. If it's a 2500, then this thing would be a Power Wagon competitor. So nothing is confirmed just yet. We have reached out to GM to see if they can shed some more light on this situation. So make sure you go over to TFL Truck so you can read about the story and read any updates we get from GM. And let us know in the comments below how you think the ZH2 looks and whether you're hopeful that the Silverado is going to get those dampers and be available to the public. And as always, guys, hit subscribe and come back to TFL now for the latest news, views, and real-world reviews. See ya.